All right, so these days, I mean, it's like your website. It's your business card, right?
Yeah,
It's your shop window. It's everything online.
it is.
If it's not up to par, you're basically invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing a deep dive into Webflow today.
Cool.
And going straight to the source, we're looking at their own marketing.
Okay.
We're going to see if they live up to all the hype,
Right?
see who they're aiming for,
Yeah.
and ultimately, whether it's something that you should be paying attention to.
Well, what's interesting to me is that Webflow is saying that they're more than just a website builder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're calling themselves like a website experience platform,
Ooh, okay.
which is a pretty big claim.
It is a big claim. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely grabbed my attention.
Right.
They break it down into 4 main areas.
Okay.
Design and build, publish and edit, analyze and optimize, and scale and collaborate. They're saying they handle the entire website journey,
Yeah.
not just like setting it up.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah, I think that reflects just how much the web has changed, you know?
Right.
It's not enough to have just a static site anymore.
Yeah.
It's got to be an experience.
Yeah.
It's got to be dynamic. It's got to be engaging,
Yeah.
maybe even personalized.
Wow.
And all while, like, easy to manage and grow.
Okay, and get this. They claim 15,000 websites are published with Webflow every hour.
Oh, wow.
I could barely make toast that fast.
Seriously, that's a massive number.
Right.
It definitely shows they're popular.
Yeah.
They can handle a lot of traffic.
Right.
But, it makes you wonder.
What's that?
If they're growing that fast, can they give individual users the support they need?
Yeah.
Something to think about.
All right, so let's unpack this idea of design freedom meets efficiency.
Okay.
They say it combines visual design with actual code,
All right.
HTML, CSS, JavaScript.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty neat trick to appeal to both designers and developers.
I think it's a really smart strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, by offering that visual way to work,
Right.
but it translates to clean code behind the scenes.
Mhm.
They're kind of bridging the gap between these two worlds.
Yeah.
That could be a huge win for teams where design development are usually totally separate.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then they start throwing in these terms.
What? Like,
GSAP, Spline, 3D, Lottie, Rive.
oh, yeah.
I'm like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty techy here.
It is.
Does this mean I need to be a coding whiz to even use Webflow?
No, not necessarily. I think those are more for, like, the tech-savvy users.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, showcasing, that they can do some really advanced visuals and interactions.
Okay, so they're flexing a little bit.
A little bit.
All right.
But what's important for you, I think, is that even if you don't code,
Yeah.
Webflow kind of lets you tap into those effects.
Okay.
So you get the benefits without needing to know the nitty-gritty.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But they also talk about this AI assistant that can speed things up, like applying design systems to new sections.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty handy. Like, for someone like me, I value efficiency.
absolutely. Yeah, the AI assistant seems to be aimed at users who want to work quickly, keep everything consistent,
Yeah.
especially on big or complex sites.
Right.
It's a good example of how AI is becoming more common
Okay, yeah.
for web design.
I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Webflow seems to do a lot.
it does. It does.
So if I'm primarily focused on, say, building an e-commerce site, which of these features should I really be paying attention to?
That's a great question. I think for e-commerce, you'll want to look closely at their CMS,
Okay.
their e-commerce specific features,
Right.
and how easy it is to integrate with other tools you might be using,
Right.
like payment processors,
Mhm.
inventory management systems.
Gotcha. So it's not just about, like, the flashy features.
Right.
It's about the ones that solve my problems.
Exactly.
Yep.
And to convince you that their platform can do that,
Yeah.
they include some pretty impressive stats from their clients.
Okay.
One company saying they increased revenue by over $1 million.
Wow.
Another got to market like 5,000 times faster.
Wow. Okay.
Another boosted their organic traffic by 20%.
Those are some big numbers. I'm a bit skeptical, though.
Oh, yeah.
These are just individual stories. Right?
Yeah.
How do we know that Webflow was like the key factor in their success?
You're right to be cautious,
Yeah.
Success stories are great for marketing,
Right.
but they don't always tell the whole story.
Exactly.
We'd need more details to understand, like, how Webflow contributed to those outcomes.
Right.
Did the platform directly drive those results, or were there other things going on?
Yeah, good point. It's easy to get caught up in the hype.
Yeah,
We need to look deeper and see what's really going on.
for sure.
So how about we dive into their content management system?
Okay.
That seems pretty crucial, right?
Yeah.
For anyone running a website,
Absolutely.
especially something like e-commerce.
Their CMS is another area where they emphasize like being user-friendly and fast. They say it's visually driven and built for, everyone involved in creating digital experiences.
Okay.
So, yeah.
They even mentioned things like AI-powered content generation and programmatic content delivery. What does that even mean?
That's where it gets interesting for developers, I think.
Right.
Programmatic content delivery basically means accessing and changing website content using code,
Right.
not just clicking around in the visual editor.
So does that mean I need to be a coder to use their CMS?
Not at all. It seems like they're trying to cater to both, like no-code users and developers who want more control.
So they're trying to be everything to everyone.
It seems that way, yeah.
That's a bold strategy.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see if they can pull it off.
Yeah.
This focus on reaching both, like the casual users and developers. It makes me think, how does Webflow handle the more technical side of things? Like, do they have an API?
Okay.
So I can connect it with other tools I'm using?
Well, they do mention an API, native integrations, and even a marketplace for apps.
So they've got this API and a bunch of integrations. But what does that actually mean for someone like me?
Right.
Is this just, like, tech jargon? Or will it genuinely make my life easier?
Well, that depends on your workflow.
Okay.
So, like, imagine this. You could have Webflow automatically pull in product details from your inventory system.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to update everything twice.
Right.
Or, you've got a content-heavy site.
Yeah.
You could connect it to your publishing tools for seamless updates.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
So it's not just about connecting random tools.
Yeah.
It's about streamlining how I work.
Exactly.
Okay, but hold on.
Yeah.
If they're pushing all these integrations and customizability, doesn't that make things more complex, not simpler?
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
I think Webflow is kind of walking a tightrope here.
Oh.
They're trying to appeal to both, like, the tech-savvy people and those who just want an easy solution.
Right.
So whether they succeed or not really depends on how well they balance those and make them user-friendly for everybody.
Okay.
Regardless of their, technical skill.
And speaking of reaching a wider audience, they also highlight these localization features.
Okay.
You can customize your website for different languages and audiences, adapt the design, translate the content, even optimize for international SEO.
Wow.
That's pretty ambitious, right?
Definitely. It shows they're thinking globally, which is smart, considering how interconnected businesses are today.
Yeah.
But it also raises the question.
What's that?
How well do these features actually work in practice?
Right.
Like, machine translation can be so tricky.
Yeah, you're right. A poorly translated website can be worse than no translation at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to look unprofessional.
Right.
Or even offensive to certain cultures.
Yeah. So I definitely want to do some digging and see how their localization tools actually perform in the real world.
For sure.
And while we're on the topic of reaching globally, they're really leaning into the power of AI.
They are.
They mentioned contextual design and writing help, machine-powered translation, all sorts of AI-driven features.
It's very buzzy right now.
Right. Are they just jumping on the AI bandwagon, or is there real substance here?
I mean, that's the question.
Yeah.
One thing they highlight is the AI assistant's ability to, like, create styled content really quickly.
Okay.
And even write copy directly within Webflow.
Okay.
Which sounds almost too good to be true.
Right. Can AI really write compelling website copy that actually, like, converts?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
AI writing tools are getting better. Okay, but they still have limitations.
Right.
It's likely the AI assistant is best used as, like, a starting point or for generating ideas.
Okay.
But you'll probably still want a human touch.
Right.
To refine the copy and make sure it aligns with your brand.
So it's the tool.
Yes.
Not a replacement for human creativity.
Exactly.
But hey, if it can save me some time, get those creative juices flowing, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But they're not just about bells and whistles, right? They also talk about how Webflow can help achieve business goals with their built-in tools.
Yeah.
This is where the rubber meets the road, right?
Exactly, yeah. They have this tool called Webflow Analyze.
Okay.
Which gives you kind of a unified view of visitor behavior.
Okay.
It's all about using data to make informed decisions. and improve your website's performance.
So instead of just guessing what works,
Yeah.
I can actually see how people are using my site and make changes based on real data.
Exactly.
That sounds way more effective.
It is. Webflow Analyze can show you which pages are most popular,
Okay.
where users are dropping off,
Right.
how they're finding your site.
Yeah.
You can use that information to, optimize your design, your content, even your marketing strategy.
Okay, so I'm starting to see how all this fits together.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Analytics can be overwhelming.
They can.
So does Webflow make this data easy to understand, easy to use?
Right.
Or am I going to need a data science degree to figure it out?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think we'd have to explore the interface and see, how user-friendly they've made the analytics dashboard.
Right.
Ideally, they've translated the data into, actionable insights.
Yeah.
So you don't need to be a data whiz to understand what's going on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then they've got Webflow Optimize, which takes things a step further.
Oh, yeah.
With features like A/B testing and AI-powered personalization.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're just showing off.
Well, they are aiming to be a comprehensive platform.
Sure, yeah.
So A/B testing is, tried and true method for optimizing your website.
Right.
You're experimenting with different versions and seeing what performs better.
Yeah.
And the AI-powered personalization.
Yeah.
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
They're talking about tailoring the website experience to individual users.
So like showing different content to different people based on their interests or past behavior.
Exactly. Imagine a website that adapts to your needs and preferences as you browse.
Wow.
It could recommend products you might like, suggest content,
Yeah.
maybe even personalize the layout or the color scheme to your taste.
It's almost like a little creepy.
It can be.
How personalized they're trying to make things.
Right.
But from a marketing perspective, pretty genius.
It is.
But again, it comes back to that question of implementation.
Right.
Is it actually easy to set up and use these personalization features, or is it going to require like a whole team of developers?
That's a key consideration for any business owner.
Yeah.
I think we'd need to delve into the specifics of how Webflow handles personalization.
Okay.
See how much, technical expertise is required to make it work.
All right. And let's not forget about SEO.
Yeah.
They mentioned having built-in tools to help you get found online.
Right.
Which is like pretty crucial for any website.
Absolutely. Yeah, SEO is essential for attracting organic traffic, improving your visibility in the search results.
Right.
Webflow's SEO tools seem to cover the basics.
Okay.
Optimizing content, meta descriptions, even your website's code for search engines.
So they're helping you check all the boxes for like good SEO hygiene?
Yeah, I think so.
But here's a thought.
Okay.
With their focus on AI, could they be using AI to automate SEO tasks?
Ooh, interesting.
Or even predict future search trends?
That would be a game changer.
Right.
Now that's a fascinating possibility.
Yeah.
If they can leverage AI to stay ahead of the SEO curve, that could be a major selling point.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to investigate if their AI capabilities extend to SEO,
Right.
how that might benefit users.
Okay, I'm getting excited about the potential here.
Yeah.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Sure.
As my business grows,
Yeah.
my website needs to grow with it, right?
Of course.
And I need to know that Webflow can handle that.
That's where their focus on scalability comes in.
Okay.
They offer features like advanced roles and permissions, publishing workflows, design approvals,
Okay.
all aimed at managing large and complex websites.
So if I've got like a team of people working on the site, Webflow can handle that without things turning into a complete mess.
That's the idea.
Okay.
They're trying to provide the structure and control that you need to collaborate effectively, maintain brand consistency, keep things running smoothly, even as your site grows.
And what about security? That's a huge concern for like any business owner.
You're right. Security is paramount.
Yeah.
Webflow mentions secure hosting, robust security features, compliance measures. But as with any platform, you'd want to do your own due diligence to make sure they meet your specific security requirements.
Okay, so they're covering a lot of ground here.
It are.
From design and development to analytics, SEO, scalability and security. It's almost too much to take in.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
But that's their goal, to be this all-in-one platform that handles everything.
But that leads to a pretty crucial question. Are they trying to be a jack of all trades, master of none?
Right.
If they're spreading themselves so thin across all these features, are they sacrificing quality for quantity?
That's the risk they're taking.
Yeah.
Trying to be everything to everyone can, sometimes lead to mediocrity, but it could also be their superpower.
Okay.
If they can pull it off, they could really become the go-to platform for, businesses of all sizes, all different technical abilities.
So it all comes down to execution.
It does.
Do they deliver on their promises?
Yeah.
Are the features genuinely useful and user-friendly, or is it just like marketing hype?
Right. And that's where you come in.
Okay.
You need to do your own research.
Right.
Decide if Webflow aligns with your specific needs and goals.
So no easy answers here.
Right.
I guess there's no magic website platform that will solve all my problems.
I'm afraid not.
Yeah.
But Webflow certainly presents a compelling option.
Yeah.
They're really pushing the boundaries of what's possible with a website platform.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see how they continue to evolve.
Especially with that focus on AI. Who knows what the future holds for web design?
I know, right?
Maybe we'll have this conversation again in a couple years. And we'll be discussing even more, like advanced AI-powered platforms that we can't even imagine right now.
That's kind of an exciting thought.
It is exciting.
Imagine a world where, websites design themselves.
No.
Personalize content in real time.
Okay.
Even predict your future needs.
Okay, that's getting a little too sci-fi for me.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the beauty of technology, right?
Yeah.
It's constantly changing, constantly surprising us.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important to,
What's that?
stay curious.
Yeah.
Keep learning.
Yeah.
Even if Webflow isn't the right fit for you today,
Right.
it's worth, keeping an eye on their progress, seeing how they shape the future of web design.
So should I give Webflow a try?
I mean, if you're looking for a platform that combines visual design with these powerful features, offers that flexibility and scalability, and, embraces AI,
okay,
I think Webflow is definitely worth exploring.
All right, I'm sold. Where do I sign up?
Hold your horses. What? We always encourage, informed decision-making.
Right.
Don't just jump on the bandwagon because it sounds cool.
Okay.
Do your research, read reviews, compare those features.
Yeah.
Maybe even try a free trial before you fully commit.
Solid advice.
Yeah.
No impulse purchases when it comes to website platforms.
Exactly.
I will definitely do my due diligence.
Awesome.
Thanks for that.
And, as you're exploring Webflow or any other platform, really, I think it's important to, think beyond just the features and, technical specs.
Okay.
Consider your long-term goals, how you want your online presence to, evolve.
Right. It's not just about building a website. It's about building a brand.
Yes.
A community.
Exactly.
An experience.
That's it.
Well, I think we covered a lot of ground today.
We did.
We've unpacked Webflow's, key features, analyzed their strengths, potential weaknesses, hopefully giving you a framework for deciding if it's the right platform for you.
Yeah, there is no, one-size-fits-all solution.
Of course not.
The best website platform is the one that best aligns with your own unique needs and goals.
So trust your gut.
Yeah.
Do your research. Don't be afraid to experiment.
For sure.
The world of web design is vast and ever-changing.
It is.
Who knows what amazing possibilities are just around the corner.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into Webflow.
Awesome.
We hope you enjoyed the journey and, are feeling empowered to create something amazing online.
Until next time, happy building.